All right, guys, welcome back. We've got a 96 Chevrolet Impala, and the complaint on this thing is a check engine light that comes on. Apparently the gentleman's been working on this for a while. We're going to take a look, and I'm going to show you guys what we got with this thing. Let's fire up the Bosch. And we're going to select vehicle. We've already been in here, so we're going to go to 96 Caprice 5.7. We're going to read DTC's PCM, the other PCM, that one. Bring you guys in a little closer. Hopefully you can see this screen. And if you can see that, we've got a P0410 air injection reaction system. All right. Well, if you guys have watched the channel before, you know that the first thing I did, pull a wiring diagram, and taking a look at the circuit. Here's your pump, your solenoid, okay, right here. So what we're going to do, if you look at this solenoid, is we're going to see if we have control. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is go to our scan tool. Remember, this is an older vehicle, but it is OBD2, and it does have bidirectional controls, at least for some stuff. So easiest thing to do is go to our tests here, and we can take a look and see. And if you notice in the list, secondary air pump, and this is the quickest way that you can determine where to start, okay? Because we're going to go, we're not going to look at any data PIDs, we're just going to go on. And you can hear a couple of things happening. Hear a click, but we do not hear the pump coming on. Do it again, okay. So our air injection pump, which I'll show you guys in a second. Our air injection pump is right down there, underneath our air cleaner and radiator hose there. Now we did already check this, but I always think that any kind of diagnostic strategy is a possible help to some. So why not go over it? The only thing is, I don't know how I'm going to film this. I got to get a better shot for you guys because you're not going to see it. Okay, so I went down to my pump. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but I'm going to reach my hand down here past all of this funky stuff. I bet you're not going to be able to see it. Let's see if I can get a better shot, guys. This is very tight in here. You can just barely make out those colored wires down yonder here. That's the plug for the air injection pump. And here's the pigtail for the other side of it. And there is the two pieces of wire. That's the pump. That's the harness that goes to the pump, and it's broke. So I pulled some of it out of the harness already to be able to get a better look, see what we're actually doing here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to splice that for now. This is as far as I got, so you guys are in on the punch line here, because I'm not sure if it actually is going to work or not. This has to be redone. I'm not too worried right now, because this all has to be fixed. But what I'm going to do for now is I'm just going to try to jumper this to the wire that's broke. I'm going to get a piece of wire, actually. Make it easier, I'm just going to get an alligator and I'm going to go across it just to make a connection for now, just to make a quick test here. I'll turn my Bosch back on and hit the OK button to turn the air pump on. Look at that. This thing looks like it has a failed repair. Let me get this air box out of the way so I can get a better view for you guys. Hang on. All right, so if I point here, I'll zoom in on that. You can see the attempted repair that was done. Let me unplug this and get a better view. Somebody tried to fix this once before. You can see by the tape on here, doesn't look like it was soldered. It's kind of just taped together. At least that was what it appears to be to me. Let me open that up. Plug this guy back in. Okay, that's that. And there is another line here that is off, and I see it right here. That has to go down here. I gotta get a piece of vacuum line. It's a good thing for this gentleman that the air pump is actually still good on here, because these things are not cheap. I noticed this was off, missing when I started digging in here. If I can get my hand in here. Barely, but I can. Looks like somebody modified this too, because this is the wrong size. One size fits all. Okay, that'll work. I don't know what this harness here was going to. Have to just keep that in our head and see. We'll have to see if it works. We'll have to see. Okay. So let's do this one more time. Pump works. It's good news. All right, let's fire it up. And I heard the pump come on. I don't know if you guys could hear it, but I hear it running. Right now, it absolutely is working. All right. We'll just do a quick retest on the codes. See if anything pops back up right away. Nothing. Perfect. All right. All right, I should have went in here with you guys on camera, but I didn't. I started the car cold and I went in with the Bosch and took a look at the air pump PID. And by the time I turned the camera back on, it was already disabled. It was enabled and now it is shut off because it met the criteria to shut it off. So basically what we got is a broken wire here for the air pump circuit, causing a code, PO410. Basic, relatively easy diag and repair. We're going to run it for a bit and we'll see if anything else happens with this car. I don't know if there's any other issues with it. If not, we'll be sending it on its way. If there's anything else, I'll turn the camera back on, I guess, and we'll go into that system and that issue, whatever it may be. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I know it was a quick one. See you on the next one. All right, guys, so the Chevy Caprice here that we fixed the secondary air injection on. I spoke to the customer. He said that the code that he was getting was not the 410. He said that the code he was getting was a PO400 for EGR. And he also said that he has a scan tool and was not able to get the monitors to set on the EGR on this thing, and the EGR was not working. What I did was, just to explain everything here and finish the video, properly with this job. I got in it this morning and I wanted to road test the car, and luckily as I was backing out of the shop, I hit the brake and I suddenly saw smoke under the hood, and we had a little mishap here. All right, brake line blew. That goes from the ABS to the rear of the vehicle. I broke up obviously under the hood because that's why we saw smoke, and I ended up having to make a new line for the car. So this car has a lot of rust. It has a lot of miles. It's got 256 and change on it. It's an old taxi, which is privately owned now. So yeah, in any case, I took the vehicle out, I drove it. Well, actually, before I did that, I fixed the brake line, and then I went into the EGR system with my scan tool, and I used bidirectional controls to open the EGR and verify that the engine actually stumbles and wants to stall. That's proving out that the EGR circuit works. It's proving out that the EGR has flow. So at that point, I road tested it and drove it around for a bit. And what I did was got my scan tool hooked up here, got the old Autel Elite. If I can zoom in a bit. And I went into OBD2, and I went into my monitors, and I verified, all right, and I verified that all of my monitors, EGR included, are okay, all right? Secondary air obviously is okay now, and we are set to go. So this vehicle will go through inspection in New Jersey. There is no code, there's no code pending, and that should be a fix, okay? No codes. So we are set to go, and he is gonna be on his way, so that's it. So that's it, guys. Always try to do the best you can to verify a repair and verify that there is nothing underlying with the car that you could see. This car has an excessive amount of rust underneath it and all over it. As you can see, actually, I'll show you. All right, it has a lot of rust, and that's pretty much all through the vehicle underneath the frame. Everything's rotted pretty bad on here. It's, you know, it's old. But, you know, the vehicle, the gentleman who brought it in wants it fixed. That's what we're here for. We got to fix it. So I wanted to confirm that this thing is not going to have an issue with any of the circuits that he brought it in for. And I wanted to make sure that, you know, everything is working as it's designed. So now that I drove it and I verified that there are no code setting, there is no problems with the monitor setting, I'm confident to say that the car can go and pass, you know, New York inspection where it's from. And he should be good to go. And that's it. But always try to see it through to conclusion, you know, and always look and check things. I mean, if a car is here for something, scan through it, go through the modules, make sure there's nothing going on. At least you can tell the customer of potential problems with the vehicle, besides fixing what it's here for, okay? And if they want to go further, then obviously you can go further. But that's the way we do things. We try to look out for the person and their vehicle, and make it as safe as, you know, as possible. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.